good day future doctors and medical technologies. So my name is Sir Neil and welcome to another episode of MedTech Laws and Bioethics lecture. So today we're going to talk about a particular part in your prelim examination, the board exam rating computation. Okay, so this can be found in your section 19 of your RA 5527. Okay, so I'm sharing this with you para dili na mo manlisod during the examination. So during our examination guys, no, once again, during our examination, no, sa prelim exam, you need to bring with you your own scientific calculator. Okay, you need to bring with you your own scientific calculator. Bawal maghiram or magborrow ng scientific calculator during examination guys, no. So you need to bring your own. Okay? Because may computation tayo sa ating exam. Your proctors will be instructed na dili jud mo i-allow na guys, no, na maghiram. So kindly bring your own. Meron naman kayong clean chem, 'di ba? So dali na yung scientific calculator ninyo. Okay? Anyways, para mas mabilis tayo, no, let's go with the computation itself. Okay, in your section 19 guys, you can see there are three criteria, no? Criteria for para malaman nyo if bakit nakapasa or bakit na-fail ang isa ka exam taker. Okay? So there are times po na kahit napasado ang rating, bagsak sila because of this criteria po. You will categorize kasi guys, aside sa you know how to compute the general weighted average po, you need to know on what criteria siya na nabagsak. Okay? Or on what criteria siya na belong, bakit siya nabagsak. Ganun siya. Okay, for criteria 1, this is very understandable, no general weighted average of less than 75%. So, ibig sabihin, if the general average niya is 74.9 pababa, bagsak talaga yan siya. Okay? For criteria number 2, let's say for example, 75 siya dito, lampas 75 sa criteria number 1. Pero pagdating sa criteria number 2, nakakuha siya ng less than 50% sa major subjects niya. So, ibig sabihin, bagsak pa din yun. Na-get so far. And then for criteria number 3, no, kanang no greater than 60% failure in all subjects. So, ibig sabihin, you will fall sa criteria number 3 if you have greater than 60% failure in all your subjects po. Okay? So, I will teach you how to check for this criteria and how to compute, how to take a look at this criteria. So, please listen everyone. Okay? So, let's start. So we have here si De La Cruz, no, Juan De La Cruz. Siya yung nag-take ng exam. So these are the subjects po sa ating sa board exam guys. Maupod ni ang siyang pagkasunod-sunod ninyo, no, ng pag-take ng exam. So you have the CC, micropara, clinical microscopy for day 1. Tatlo lang yan sila. And then for the day 2, you have HEMA, ISBB, and HMLBE. Okay, for the day 2. Okay, so ang equivalent nila na weight po is ito, 20% for the CC, 20% for micropara, 10% for the clean mic, no, clinical microscopy, and so on so forth. Okay, so please take a look at the weighted equivalent nila, no. So si Juan, ang nakuha niya na rating po is ito, no, 83, 85, 55, 80, 70 to 65. So let's check first for the criteria number 1 kung pasok ba siya. So as we did the computation po, para makuha ninyo ang GWA is, ang gawin ninyo, yung rating niya, i-multiply ninyo siya sa kanyang sa subject equivalent. So let's say for example 83, so multiplied by 20%, that is 0.20, so you'll get this. So and so forth pababa, you add them all, and then yung kanyang computation dito is that is the GWA. So sa criteria 1, pasok ba siya? No, kasi nga ang kanyang GWA is above 75%. So based sa criteria 1, pasado siya, no? Check. For the criteria 2, tignan natin, less than 50% in major subjects. Major subject. So for the major subject, guys, no, tignan ninyo guys kung meron ba siyang rating dito sa kanyang major subjects na less than 50%. Meron ba? Anong lowest niya? 55. So walang less than 50%. So pasok ba siya sa criteria number 2? No. Kasi nga, wala siyang less than 50% in the major subject. Okay? And clinical microscopy is not a major subject. By the way, ang major subject lang po is lahat ng 20% ang subject equivalent. Okay? Yung subject weight. So, ibig sabihin, itong CC, Itong lahat ng red po, CC, Micropara, HIMA, and ISBB are all the major subject. Criteria number 3. Okay? No greater than 60% failure in all subjects. So, how do we check for this? No, sa number 3, criteria 3. So, gawin niyo guys, no, check niyo yung mga subject na na-fail siya. So, we have here, ito. Ayan, na-fail siya dyan. We also have this one, na-fail siya dyan. As well as this one, na-fail siya dyan. Okay? So, kung titignan niyo guys, no, na tatlo yung subject na na-fail niya, tignan natin ang kanyang, ito yan, percentage po. So, we have 10% for the clinical microscopy, 20% for your ISBB, plus 10% of your HTMLBE. Okay, so 10 plus 20, 30, plus 10, that is 40%. Okay, so since 40% in failure lang siya in all subject po sa 6, he still, yes, pasado pa rin siya. So, ang kanyang final verdict is pass pa din. He passed, no? Because he did not belong sa lahat ng criteria na nandito. Both 1, 2, 3. So, ganun siya guys, no? You need to take a look at the GWA. You need to compute about for it first before, no, you can make the decision whether pasado siya or hindi. So sir, dagan lagi nagreklamo sir nga nung inganeng wala lang jud sila naminaw guys, no, or kanang dili lang jud sila kabalo how to take a look at the section 19 of your RA 5527. Okay, so let's have another example po. So this time around, no, let's say si ano to siya, si board exam taker Aris. Okay, so si Aris po, no, ang pag-compute natin sa kanyang rating, no, ito yung rating ni Aris. So if you're going to compute guys, no, same gyapon, same procedure din yung gagawin niyo, 'di ba? Yan. Multiply lang niyo yung rating by sa kanilang weighted subject equivalent, no, subject percentage, tapos you'll get the result and add them all together. Okay, so check natin for criteria 1, pasok ba siya? No, because 78.3 ang kanyang yung GWA. Okay. So, criteria number 2, less than 50% sa kanyang major subjects. Tignan natin ang kanyang, kanyang mga bagsak. Pasok ba siya? No pa din. Because wala siyang less than 50% sa kanyang CC, Micropara, HIMA, and ISBB. Okay, going well so far. Tingnan natin sa criteria number 3. For criteria number 3, no greater than 60% failure in all subject. So, tanawan na ito sa mga bagsak. We have Micropara, bagsak siya sa Micropara. We have HIMA, bagsak po siya sa HIMA. And we have ISBB, bagsak po siya sa ISBB. So, tingnan natin. 20%, 20%, 20%, that is 60%. So, ibig sabihin, failed. Yapon siya. Okay? Failed. Ayan. So, sad naman, no? Sad. Okay? So, this is a criteria number 3 failure. Okay? So, this type of example is a criteria number 3 failure. Okay? So, this is a criteria. Sulat ko na lang, no? Criteria 3 failure. So, ganun siya mag-categorize, guys. You need to know na bakit siya na-fail and then the reason, no? The reason bakit siya na-fail. You need to know if failed ba siya or hindi, and then the reason bakit siya na-fail. So, this one, despite having a passing GWA, no, he falls short, no, sa criteria na he falls under criteria 3. So this is a criteria number 3 failure. May mga ganito talaga na instances guys, no, na malaman ninyo na hala, mataas naman yung ano niya, 80 plus naman niya pa yung rating pero bagsak talaga siya. Okay, so sad naman. So let's move on sa next example natin, no. So we have let's say for example si Kate, no? Si exam taker Kate. Ayan. Okay. Actually, ito yung equivalent niya, no, sa ano, dapat dito yun siya. Ayan. Actually, guys, no, even without computing dito sa kanyang GWA po, kahit wala ito siya. Yan. Kahit wala po yan siya, kahit na hindi natin compute ng GWA, you can clearly see na bagsak na siya daan. How? So, titignan ko agad ang kanyang mga weighted average. So, tingnan natin kung failed ba talaga. So, ito, isa. Dalawa. Tatlo. Ay, bagsak ba? Bagsak siya. Bagsak siya. Need pala talaga i-compute, guys. No? I-compute for the GWA. Wait lang. Ayan. So, upon checking sa kanyang GWA, bagsak siya, guys. The same time, no, kahit na tatlo yung kanyang na-fail na subject, no, since criteria number 1 pa lang, bagsak na siya. Tingnan natin, no. So, this is a criteria number 1 failure po. Criteria number 1 failure. So, ito yan. Ibig sabihin, ang kanyang GWA is 73.4. So, this is also a criteria number 1 failure. Aside from that, no, kung titignan natin sa criteria number 2, pasok ba? No. Okay, wala mang less than 50% sa kanyang major. But for the criteria number 3, no, meron tayong titignan na greater than 60 ba or 60 pataas bang kanyang failure sa lahat ng subject. So, tingnan natin. Meron tayong 3 failures, failed subject here. So, 10% plus 20% plus another 10%. So, that is only 40%. So, ibig sabihin, wala siya nag-fall under criteria number 3 but rather sa criteria number 1. Okay? So, ingana siya, guys. No? So, sad na po. Okay? Yan na. Basta, tip lang before you take the exam, no? Diba? Since pwede man ninyo sulatan yung questionnaire, ang advice lang ako is kindly highlight agad yung ating mga major subject para dili na mo mawala. No? Highlight niyo agad para di na kayo mawala. Tapos, ito lang talaga, memorize nyo dapat itong lahat ng criteria natin for easier for you to categorize it. What type of failure? Kabalo ka na failed siya, pero what type of failure po? Okay? Criteria 1, 2, 3 ba? Okay? So, ang criteria number 2, guys, no? Actually, ako, for me, ang una ko tinitingnan talaga is criteria number 2. If makita ko agad na sa major subject niya agad na 49%, matik na yun siya, that is a criteria number 2 failure. But, do you still need to compute for the GWA? Yes po. Why so? Because there are some instances na multiple criteria ang failure niya. Failure na siya sa kanyang sa kanyang number 2, criteria 2, failure pa sa number 3, or all criteria kay bagsak siya. Okay? May mga ganun na case, guys, no? May mga ganun talaga na cases. Meron nga akong kilala po, no, na ang board exam rating niya is around 88. However, bagsak due to sa board. It's because he falls under the criteria, criteria 2. Okay? Criteria 2. Possible due siya kaayo, no, mahila ka. Okay? Kaya let's say, for example, kahit na 99 ang all 5 subjects mo, pero nabagsak ka sa isang major subject. Let's say, for example, you got 49 sa, let's say, clinical chemistry or micropara, no? Bagsak ka pa din. That is a criteria number 2 failure. Okay, so I hope you've learned something today, no? So please do keep this in mind. Once again, reminding everyone, bring your own calculators during our exams. No, dili jud pwede na wala mo yung calculator. Dili po mi mag-allow na maghulam mo during examination. Okay? So thank you so much for listening. God bless, guys. Bye-bye.